U.S. cities as federal agents clash with residents during a wave of immigration raids, but not here. Thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. Here in Memphis, the federal presence looks, well, very different. It's a tale of two cities, Memphis and Chicago. Tonight, WRG's Alex Coleman shows us why local leaders say collaboration, not confrontation, is helping keep the peace.
Arrest, raids, protests, and now clashes in Chicago. Federal agents have deployed tear gas on residents as the number of ICE agents surges under what Homeland Security calls Operation Midway Blitz. It's part of the Trump administration's broader immigration crackdown.
Operation Midway Blitz. Y'all hear that? They got an Operation Midway Blitz. They're not playing with y'all no more. They're just not playing with y'all no more. They said these cities in America are going to get cleaned up, and it's going to happen now. We're sitting in a blitz. A blitz, y'all.
That has led to 10 standoffs in cities across the country.
Well, first of all, it's a tragedy what's happening in Chicago.
Faith leaders in Memphis, like Dr. Keith Norman, senior pastor at First Baptist Broad Church, are watching Chicago closely.
First of all, they did not want it, like they did not want it in many cities around the United States. And to have them there against their will is really a very difficult thing for the mayor.
But what's unfolding in Memphis has taken a different tone.
If you don't want it, clean up your city yourself. I mean, you guys have a police force, you have your own funding, you have city taxpayers. I mean, these are some big cities here. These aren't tiny cities, you know. These are big cities with plenty of funding, plenty of law enforcement, plenty of manpower and will to do these things. But these are people not choosing to do the right things, not choosing to put people in the right positions to clean up crime. These are people not coming together with the community to understand them and have trust between the police force and the citizens. And so when you have that situation, when you have the no snitching rules trumping, the actual rules of the land, and people don't believe it's safe to call the police anymore, that's why we have to change that narrative. We have to change how things work. And we just have to overall control our cities. We can't continue to let our cities go crazy. I understand everything's been crazy lately with law enforcement, but sometimes you have to go ahead and take care of exactly what you're supposed to take care of.
Like the arrival of federal agents through what the White House calls the Memphis Safe Task Force, the atmosphere here has been far less volatile.
What you saw from the very beginning was our mayor did not have as much rebuttal against this when he realized that it was going to happen against his will. He began to set the tone. We began to have faith leaders, our chief of police, even though we were resistant of their arrival.
While the task force has made hundreds of arrests in Memphis, Dr. Norman says a court.
Hey, against your will, not against your will. They didn't want to come against your will, but you're gonna fight it. That's how it works, man. I used to work corrections for a few years. And I mean, hey, look, we're gonna maintain the control of the situation. We're going to maintain it. And if things get crazy and rowdy, guess what? Look, we tried to negotiate with you guys. We tried to keep the peace. We tried to keep you guys happy. You guys don't want that? Okay, great. We're sending the guys. We're sending the guys. We're unloading chemical agents if we need to. If everything's going crazy, fires are getting lit, everything's going crazy, guess what? We're sending the guys. We're not just gonna let the whole block go crazy. I mean, so this is the same, and I say it in the prison, and obviously you guys aren't inmates or anything. We're citizens, but it's the same logic from law enforcement all the way up. And that's the thing. It's always the same logic all the way up. When you have to gain control, look, first you want to come and break ground and be friendly. Try to get the trust of the people. If that doesn't work, if the people will just refuse to work with you, you only have one other way. You only have one other way. And since we all want to be criminals and thugs, it sounds like we can't work with them. So in Chicago, you're gonna have these hard times. Memphis, they're doing the right thing. I'm actually surprised that Memphis is doing the right thing here. They're complying. They're pretending like they're not complying, but they're complying.
Coordinated effort between city, county, and faith-based leaders helped prepare Memphians for what was coming before tensions could escalate.
You began to see information circulate as to how we should comply, how we should respond. So we took some of the vitriol out of the atmosphere, if I could say it that way, and some of the venom of the forceful language that was used in Memphis.
This week, Shelby County Mayor Lee Harris criticized the task force, accusing agents of racial profiling and unlawful stops. But Tennessee Governor Bill Lee defended the operation.
But the effort, the goal, the purpose is to go after crime in the city. If they're not a criminal element, then they shouldn't be afraid.
Despite frustrations about the task force,
If they are not a criminal element, they shouldn't be afraid. This is the main thing I be telling people all the time. If you're not doing nothing wrong, why are you worried? If you're not doing anything wrong, why are you worried? You should be just fine. You should know that you're good. Hey, look, they're protecting me. I'm one of the citizens doing the right thing. But if you're worried about the National Guard being in your city, you're probably doing something wrong. Maybe you should take a change in pace at life. Maybe you should change what you do, figure out a different plan, and stop doing the wrong thing. So you don't have to worry about the National Guard coming. They're not coming to just pick you up for no reason.
being in Memphis, Dr. Norman says the priority remains keeping Memphis calm and focused on peaceful progress.
We're not going to give up a fight. We're not going to be easy about it. We're going to keep pushing for change and positive change, and then for them not to occupy our cities.
Reporting for your news leader, Alex Cole.
Look, y'all better not put up a fight. Y'all know y'all better not put up a fight. Y'all better be very compliant. Do what y'all are supposed to do. Let them do what they need to do. Clean up your cities. They've been getting record number of arrests on actual criminals and gang members. They've been finding children. I did another video about how they found 50 children. That's 50 families affected. Like, I mean, found missing children back to their home. These are great things. And even though Chicago, they don't want to comply, Memphis, you guys are doing a great thing by taking the opportunity of complying and doing the right thing and showing that there's really a big difference. There's a big difference in the results of what can happen. You can have your cities looking like it's on fire, like Chicago, and craziness and chemical agents all over the street, or you could be like Memphis and you can sit here and take care of your city the right way and do right by your citizens, and actually comply with them, work with the National Guard, make sure your cities are safe, make sure your streets are safe, your citizens can actually walk, have their kids play, walk down the street with their dog, enjoy their life without having to worry about getting shot or robbed or anything like that. These are good things, man. And this is a round of applause for Memphis for actually complying with the National Guard.
WREG TV, News Channel 3.
Dr. Norman also says the language used by our leaders in Memphis all the way to the White House sets the tone to helping keep the peace in our cities.
Well, I think that was a good reason why they just kind of left that at the end. I don't think that was worth talking about. I think that overall, if they comply, they're gonna really clean up their city. Memphis can turn around. This could be big for Memphis. This can give opportunity to all of the community who want to actually make something of themselves, change the environment for their kids, make things better for them. This could be a big, big opportunity. If you guys actually use the opportunity instead of feeling the way you're feeling or whatever emotions you want to have clouding your judgment, you should be realizing that this is an opportunity to have a better community, a better environment, more safe streets. This is only good for you. If you have any children, this is a great thing. Knowing that your kids can grow up in a good environment is one of the most important things. Anyways, if you guys want to see more videos like this, Go ahead, like, subscribe, check out my content. I'm going to be talking more about Memphis, Chicago, and other cities that the National Guard are coming to near you, as well as other details about popular culture, politics, and your boy, Donald Trump.